this prophecy has not been fulfilled. I'll let you listen to a video entitled Vocab Malone. What prophecy is this? Put up by GMS Bible teacher SC7, which is elder, up and coming elder from South Carolina, or the elder of South Carolina, Manatazakba. Anyway, I'm gonna let you listen to a little of it, and I'm gonna say a few words on it. I'm not gonna make this a long video.
Is relevant to now because they show three major religions in the Holy Land: Christians, Muslims, and Jews, right? Worshiping their gods all separately. You see right here, Jerusalem marks religious holidays amid pandemic. All right, now as if the pandemic was not bad enough, being in the Holy Land. Now, since Vocab Malone asserts, and all you Christians do, that the people in the Holy Land are the real Jews, the Jewish people. Okay, well, what prophecy is it that when the Jews go home, there's going to be a pandemic in the land, right? People dying, as well as two other religions that are going to also be worshiping their false gods. And as you can see, the people going through here, and this is one of the biggest slaps in the face.
Yes, so you heard it. How, if this is the fulfillment of prophecy of the people of God going back to the promised land, if this is a fulfillment of this prophecy, or the prophecies in the scriptures, the first thing the elder said was, number one, how can there be a pandemic in that land? Now, according to them, 1948 was the fulfillment of the Jews coming back to the homeland. Let me go to, as far as the pandemic is concerned, I could do a whole lesson on the pandemic or pandemics with scriptures. I'm going to give you one scripture. Sometimes you got these scriptures called one-hitter quitters. This is in Psalms 91. And if you really knew the scriptures, the way the children of the Most High will be delivered back to Israel is a number of things would have to happen, as we here at GMS know very well. Number one, Babylon the Great will have to be completely destroyed, and this current system will be destroyed, and the chosen will be lifted up in spaceships and will be taken back to the land of Israel, and all nations will come up under the chosen people of the Most High. And King David will be raised up. Had he been in the land since 1948, and where's King David at? No King David. And the kingdom of the Most High that will set up the Israelites will be the number one kingdom of the world. What you have now is you have Esau ruling this wicked, vile, demonic, satanic, filthy kingdom, which it seems like everybody's in mourning, especially with this pandemic. It says here in Psalms 91 verse 10, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Now their job is to vaccinate everybody. I believe in the video, I think the number was more than 50%. But why would, and then people are dying. If you check out the whole video, I'll leave the link in the description box. They were going to different families, and then there's one Arab family, about three family members had died based upon the pandemic. But wait a minute, they're in the Holy Land. So what the hell is going on? It says, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Another quick precept that comes to mind is Isaiah 2. The key point is in the second verse. I'll start from the top. It says, the word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem, or Yehoiada and Jerusalem. Judah is talking about the tribe of Judah. Now when the tribe of Judah goes back to the land, the rest of the tribes will go back to the land. King David is of the tribe of Judah. So where's Gad? Where's Reuben? Where's Issachar? Where's Naphtali? Where's Benjamin? Where's Ephraim? Where's Simeon? They're not there. All you have is these Europeans. Well, what you have is two groups of the people that are supposed to be the people of the Most High. You have Israelis, which are pretty much Arab-looking Jews, and then you have the European so-called Jews from different parts of Europe. Now, a percentage of the Israelis are actually Israelites. And even another percentage of the European Jews, some of them are Israelites. So when you say that we're saying that none of you are Israel, some of you are Israelites, because Israel going to look like everybody on the planet Earth. But the people as a whole in the land of Israel are not those people. Those are not the Israelites. Those are not the elect. Like I said in the beginning of this video, that a number of things would have to happen before the kingdom is established. In 1948, it's supposedly the setting up of the kingdom, which, by the way, they receive billions of dollars. I don't know what the exact number of billions. I know years ago it was like 4 billion. It has to be triple that. Every year, the U.S. gives money to, or Babylon gives money to the the Israeli government for the upkeep of that government, which they call a state. Why would you call it a state? And why would Babylon, that wicked kingdom, give money to a righteous kingdom, and this righteous kingdom accept the money? Doesn't make any sense. These prophecies will have to come to pass before this system goes down. So the fulfillment of the people going back to the land of Israel is not yet. Scriptures say there yet remaineth a rest concerning Israel. Now it says in the second verse, Isaiah 2 verse 2, and it shall come to pass in the last days, we're in the last days, that the mountain meaning government, kingdom, of the Lord's Yahweh's house shall be established in the top of the mountains, meaning it's going to be the top government on the planet Earth. And Israel is not the top government on the planet Earth. So that fulfillment of the Israelites coming back to the land has not yet come, even though you have actual Israelites in Dimona that are there, but nobody really recognizes them around the world. You know who they would recognize as far as Israel is concerned? The One Westers, which is Vocab Malone's term. And shall be exalted above the hills. Hills talking about government. You have mountains, great governments, hills, small governments. So the kingdom of heaven will be established on top of all other governments, small governments and great small governments and big governments, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all 100% of the nations shall flow unto it. Ain't nobody flowing to Israel right now. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. Now when they flow to Israel, they flow to commit adultery. They flow to go to the gay parade, which is one of the biggest gay parades. They go to Pink City, which is Tel Aviv, Israel. So these are not the people. These are not the people. And your Christianity, I can dismantle that in this use one little thing. How can you Christians celebrate Easter, which is the pagan form based upon paganism, and the Passover, because it comes around the same time? When you go to the Blue Letter, when you go to Acts, the 12th chapter, when James was put to death, the disciple, the apostle, it says intending after Easter to put Peter to death. Now when you look that word Easter up, and I did a video on it, the word Easter goes back to the word Paschal, which is the Greek way of saying Pasach, which is the Hebrew way of saying Passover. So that word Easter translates to the word Passover because they wasn't celebrating Easter at that time. So that was a mistranslation in the King James. But let's deal with your Easter. You say that the Lord was crucified on Friday and rose on a Sunday, Easter Sunday morning, right? How the hell you gonna get three plus days out of that? Because it says after 3 days. So he rose on the 4th day. He didn't raise on the 3rd day. He raised on the 4th day. It said after 3 days. 1 minute after the midnight, if you want to use that time table, it will be the next day. If you have a bill to pay on like insurance, car insurance, if you pay that bill, you can pay you got up until 11:59 to pay that bill. As soon as it hits 12 o'clock midnight, that's the next day. So they can cancel your whatchamacallit. So you're gonna have to call them, beg and plead, and they may give you a break. Okay, so now let's not play no number games, you fucking devils. And that's all you got. When anytime a Christian roll up on any of y'all, just hit them with the Easter thing. How the hell you get 3 days or 4 days actually out of Friday sundown, Friday to Sunday? That kills that right there. That's the knockout blow. That's the knockout blow. That's a hook that Ngannou threw on Stipe and knocked them the fuck out. Which I believe Stipe is a Jake, if y'all keep up with the UFC. Anyway, I said I didn't want to make this long, but let me just kind of bring it to an end. Anyway, the third verse. And many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the Most High of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways. And oh, by the way, Revelation, the 21st chapter, says that the Lord is going to be among men. So where's the Lord at? Huh? And we will walk in his paths. The world ain't walking after the paths of the Lord, statutes and commandments of the Most High, which was given to Moses. For out of Zion shall go forth the law and the word of Yahweh from Jerusalem. That's not happening. That's the laws of the Most High is not going. You got moles out there. You got lesbians out there. You got people that change their sex. You got men that dress up like women that dress up like men. You got adultery going on all over the place. And he shall judge among the nations, and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks, their weapons of war into tools of farming. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. 5th verse. O house of Jacob, come ye, and let us walk in the light of Yahweh. Now you got Israelites that cross dressers, they're adulterers, they're murderers. Therefore thou have forsaken thy people, the house of Jacob, because they be replenished from the east, are soothsayers like the Philistines, and they please themselves in the children of strangers. You know, Jake is going off. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna say shalom.